Hello everybody, it's Vertical Sandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2. We are in the Infinite Dungeon under Bavel, and we're, I don't know, 90-something levels in. We didn't get it first try this time. And I was talking about music, and one of the things that, like, you can find an example of, like, you could pick any artist and find examples of just crap, right? I mean, if what you want to do is compare the best Led Zeppelin song to the worst Kanye West song, it's going to make Led Zeppelin look really great. And if you want to do the opposite, you probably can. You know? And that's just a thing, that's a thing to be mindful of, I suppose. I'm not pretending this information is important, but, yeah, it's, you know, there's... And often, one of the problems is that often that's the thing that happens. Like, what happens to people, what happens is that people forget that. And people go like, look at what a horrible, you know, like... Look at this thing this one artist put out, like, how awful are they? And it's like, yeah, well, if you pick the most garbagey kind of controversial thing that they've done, then guess what? Oh, right, what I need to do is go back and go down the side, don't I? I forgot about that. I can't get by him this way. I mean, I don't know if you can or not, but I can't. Did you just ultimate me? Those stupid... it took me forever in that tournament to learn that the mushroom was the thing doing the ultima. Okay, let's get out from behind this stupid... Yeah, go this way. This is what we're supposed to do. Yeah. So that's the thing that happens a lot. People are just like, oh, look at this thing that's getting press, and, like, music is not what it used to be. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's, sure, right? But, I mean, it's like, it's like looking at Frank Sinatra and going, like, listen to the song, Mares He Does, right? And going, like, isn't this guy a pile of crap? Like, he's basically singing nursery rhymes. Or looking at Chuck Berry and playing My Ding-a-Ling and being like, this guy can't even take music seriously. And it's like, yeah, you know, that's not the, right, that's not Johnny Be Good, you know? Or pointing out the fact that, like, Tutti Frutti was, like a pretty dirty song from a pretty dirty lounge act that was cleaned up, you know? But, like, it literally had the word booty in it, right? Like, yeah. And, like, that's the thing, is if what you want to believe, is somehow things were better in the past, you can find ample evidence. And if what you want to believe is that's not true, you can also find ample evidence. And the truth is always going to be that the best parts of any period are going to kick the crap out of the worst part of any other period. And the worst part of any period are going to pale in comparison to the best part of any other period. So if you look at the best thing from the 60s and you compare it to the worst thing from the 80s, it's going to make the 60s look really good. If you pick the worst stuff from the 60s and compare it to the best stuff from the 80s, you're going to win the opposite argument. And I'd say that, you know, at least in my opinion, but it's a fact. Like, it's actually, you know, I mean, you can... Like, it really is. I mean, it's not. You can argue that those things are not subjective, and I would encourage you to try to find out ways to, you know, compare disparate times That makes sense, because that would be cool. It is, you know, it would not be an exercise in futility, but... Or maybe it would, but, you know, it wouldn't feel like one. But I mean, like anything else, though. You know, it's all about what you do with the information, right? It's all about what your reaction to thinking that somehow, you know, the music of today is not as good as the music you love. Like, if your response to that is that, like, man, I need to turn more people onto the music I love. Like, I want more people to listen to Tom Waits and the Kinks or something, like, you know, I mean, Tom Waits and the Kinks is not, you know, that's not a band. That's two different things. But, like, yeah, if that's your response, then that's not an unhealthy response, I would think. If your response is to be judgmental and crappy, well, then you're just a jerk. You know, you've just decided to use your musical taste as an excuse to be a jerk, which is a thing you are inherently. Like, don't be a jerk, I guess is all I'm saying. Try not to be a jerk. Being a jerk is a bad move anytime you make it. Alright. We are going to get to where I'm going far faster than I was expecting to, I think. Okay. Okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I want to fight this because I know these guys can drop cool stuff. So I just need to keep attacking and healing with you. That's the only way I'm going to survive this. These guys are so fast. Yikes, these guys are too fast. Yeah, we're done. We lost Kane, Pain, we're done. I could Phoenix down her and X potion her probably. I should have a ton of X potions. I have 98 X potions. I could X potion everybody. Alright. Yeah, I haven't listened to much Adele or anything like that either. But like I said, not because I don't think there's a possibility that I will like it, but just because, you know, I listen to a lot of music. I like the gigantic amount of music I already listen to. I'm not shopping around for anything else. I will, however, make fun of the band names without having heard them. I got in a big argument with somebody at my last job for talking about how I thought Five Finger Death Punch was a horrible band name, and they were like, "Yeah, but they're a great band." And I'm like, "No, I'm not saying they're not a great band. I'm saying their band name sucks. Their band name is terrible." Just no problem with haven't heard their music. They're probably great. Their band name is just goofy. How do you take that band seriously? Maybe that's the point. I don't know. But yeah, they just couldn't get past that. They were just like, yeah, but I don't know how you've never even heard their music. I don't know how you could say they're a bad band. And I was just like, that's not what I'm saying. I don't have an opinion on them. I've never heard their music. What I'm saying is, that's a crappy band name. Okay, I think we're down to one possibility. We are. This one. And I stand by that. I think it's a dumb band name. Again, never heard the band music. They're probably a great band. A lot of people seem to like them. Yep. But I think that band name's really dumb. And again, maybe that's the point, but although in fairness, I mean I think the Beatles is a really dumb band name, right? That it's just this crappy pun. Like somebody was like tee hee 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 hee. It's beat like, you know, a drum beat, and then it's also like the fuck, and they went with that. They like went with that. And I don't know. For me, that seems, I don't know. I suppose my username is Vertical Sandwich, and maybe I should just shut my mouth. Yeah, and actually the person that, like, that had such a big problem with me talking smack about Five Finger Death Punch's band name really liked a lot of music that I like, so again, they're probably great. I would probably love them. Although I think he hated David Bowie. Which is the thing I can't wrap my head around. I mean, I have known people in the past who hated David Bowie, but they were awful people. And that's not a thing. They were awful people because they hated David Bowie. They hated David Bowie. Like, comma, and underlined 3 times, they were awful people. Alright, I think this is like level 98. Which would be awesome. There it is. Level 99. The final level that doesn't have a boss on it. Okay. And we gotta do this game. I'm just gonna go to whatever. Cool. Alright, we go down, we take the portal. And save our game. And then I've got to figure out how we're going to approach this. Because I've been on this floor once before. Maybe twice. A decade and a half ago. Probably. Probably longer than that. Right. You guys are horrible. I can't beat you all up, so I'm gonna run away. Alright, so this is it. This is Cloister Infinity. And we should be able to return to the surface and save our game. And then we come back down here, we will be able to die to these things, whatever they are. So yeah, I don't have a strategy for this right now. I wish I did. So I'm going to have to check that out, and then we're going to have to kind of try it in live time. Because I don't really have like a save file or anything. Like my other file doesn't get me here. Although I guess I could, yeah, I could do it. I could do this on my other file, but I only got that file down to level 20. So I'm not going to, you know, grind 80 things just so I can practice this boss fight. We're just going to try things. So, yeah, when we come back, the final boss of this dungeon. Hopefully. Bye, everybody.